Hey, what's up everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so this is rare. This is rare. I have to do this video much earlier. In fact, this game is going to be tomorrow from when I'm recording at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. The Lakers and the Atlanta Hawks are who we're discussing at this hour. It is barely 4 o'clock the night before. The Lakers haven't even played the Sacramento game as of right now. So the injury reports and all that different stuff is, who knows, man. Hopefully everybody stays healthy tonight, but who knows, right? We've got a whole game to play before this is actually relevant. So injury reports be damned for the Lakers. As far as what we're expecting, only person that's supposed to be out is Austin, and of course Adu Thero as well. For the Hawks, I clicked away like a dummy. Give me just a moment. They are missing a few pieces in theory, and they do not have a game before the next time they play. They don't play anybody else. So, yeah. Actually, no, that's not true. They do play the Hawks. Oh, no, they don't. They don't. This is us. All right, so the Atlanta Hawks, their injury report for this game is going to be Zachary Risache, game time decision knee. Porzingis, game time decision Achilles. Asa Newell, game time decision quads. And Dante is out for the season with a knee. And of course, as I said, Lakers got Adu and Austin out. So the Hawks are 20-21, and the Lakers, well, as of right now, 23-13. Maybe they're 24-13. Maybe they're 23-14. Who knows? You tell me. That's the future, as far as I can tell. But yeah, the Hawks, looking at their last 5 games, we'll discuss it as always. They're on a nice little streak right now of 3 games. But we got to go back to a time when they were losing. They had 2 games against the Toronto Raptors, both of which they lost, both of which were in Toronto, one on the 3rd and one on the 5th of January. And we'll start with the one on the 3rd. The score was 134-117. And the Atlanta Hawks, let's see, how did they shoot? They shot 46% from the field, 42 of 91. And the Toronto Raptors shot 53% from the field, 49 of 92. The Hawks shot 39% from 3, 12 of 31. And no, that's Toronto, excuse me. 12 of 31, 39% for Toronto, 17 of 39, 44% for Atlanta. From the free throw line, the Hawks shot 16 of 19 for 84%. And the Toronto Raptors 24 of 26 for 92% from the line. From the rebounding total situation thingy, 48 for the Toronto Raptors, 36 total boards for the Hawks. 7 offensive rebounds for the Hawks, 10 for the Raptors, 32 assists for the Hawks, 28 for the Raptors, 10 steals for both teams, 3 blocks for the Hawks, 8 for the Raptors, 16 turnovers for the Hawks, 23 points conceded off of those, 14 turnovers for the Raptors, 20 points conceded off of those, 21 fast break points for the Hawks, 19 for the Raptors, 46 points in the paint for the Hawks, 60 for the Raptors, and the largest lead of the game for the Hawks was 6, and for the Raptors it was 17. The Hawks led 13% of the time, the Raptors 84. All right. So in this game, the Hawks box score 30 minutes for Okongwu, 4 points. 2 of 9 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Minus 16 for Onyeka Okongwu, ugly game for certain. Jalen Johnson, 37 minutes, 30 points, 10 of 21 from the field, 4 of 9 from 3, 6 of 9 from the line, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 4 turnovers. 2 offensive boards, minus 11 for Johnson. Risache, 30 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 7 rebounds, 1 turnover. Minus 9, he also had an offensive rebound there. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 36 minutes, 31 points, 10 of 19 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 3 of 6, 6 turnovers, 2 steals, minus 16. Dyson Daniels, 34 minutes, 20 points, 9 of 13 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, 12 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 1 offensive board, minus 5. Holy crap, that boy balled out in this one. Mohamed Gay, 20 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 offensive boards, minus 3. Asa Newell, 8 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 offensive rebound, minus 4. Keaton Wallace, 19 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. minus 13 for Wallace. Caleb Houston, 2 minutes, 0-1 from both the 3 and the field. And he was a 0 on the plus minus. And Victor Krejci, 23 minutes, 13 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 4 of 4 from 3. 1-1 from the line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, minus 8 for Victor. And 6 players in double figures for Toronto. RJ and BI both had 29. Scotty had 20. Yeah, that's pretty much all I care to say. Mamu had 13. Yeah, that's how that went. And, of course, the next game, Atlanta played Toronto once again. Same building, different floor. Yeah, they played 118-100 was the score. And this time the floor was red. The last time it was purple. And Toronto still got the victory just the same. The Hawks shot 39% from the field this time, 35 of 89. To Raptors, 47 of 90 from the field for 52%. 12 of 37 for the Raptors for 32% from 3. 12 of 34 for the Hawks, 35% there. 18 of 21 for the Hawks for 86% from the free throw line. 12 of 19 from the line for the Raptors, 63%. 46 rebounds for both teams. 8 offensive rebounds for the Hawks, 7 for the Raptors. 28 assists for the Hawks, 34 for the Raptors. 11 steals for the Hawks, 10 for the Raptors. 1 block for the Hawks, 5 for the Raptors. Both teams had 15 turnovers. The Hawks gave up 16 points off theirs and 23 for the Raptors. 16 fast break points for the Hawks, 29 for the Raptors. 44 points in the paint for the Hawks, 64 for the Raptors. And the Hawks never led in this game. The Raptors had an 18-point lead for which they won by. That was their largest lead. And 99% of the time, the Raptors led this game. Hawks, of course, never had the lead. So, the Hawks, Kongwu, 36 minutes, 17 points, 7 of 13 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, 1 turnover, 4 offensive boards, minus 4. Much better game for Onyeka Okongwu. Jalen Johnson, 37 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 15 from the field, over 4 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, minus 27. For Jalen Johnson, he definitely didn't shoot well, but boy, did he chip in other areas, especially in the turnovers where he had 6 of them. Zachary Sachet, 22 minutes, 16 points, 7 of 11 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, minus 10 for Zachary Sachet. 34 minutes, 14 points, 4 of 14 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, minus 8 for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Dyson Daniels, 39 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 13 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive board, minus 24 for Daniels. Mohamed Gay had 3 minutes, he had 2 boards, minus 5. Kristaps Porzingis, 20 minutes, 9 points, 2 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the line, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And the plus minus for Porzingis. And Luke Kennard, 22 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 4 assists, 2 steals, minus 1. Luke Kennard shooting well. Victor Krejci, 27 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover, minus 11 for Victor Krejci. And that's what it is, man. The Raptors had 7 players in double figures. The high man being Brandon Ingram with 19. And the starting lineup all had over 15 points. It's pretty good. Yeah. So, yeah, you can't shoot 39% from the field and expect to win Atlanta. That's really what it comes down to. They went into Toronto, got beat twice. And, yeah, it was an ugly game for a couple of guys there. Ugly shooting overall in total. All right, let's move on to the next one. Then the Hawks went on a nice little win streak that they're still on after getting beat up by the Toronto Raptors. They went into New Orleans and got the 17-point win, 117-100. This game actually was not in New Orleans. It was in ATL. Forgive me. The Hawks shot 46% from the field, 44 of 95. And the Pelicans shot 44% from the field, 38 of 86. Pelly shot 29% from 3, 8 of 28. And the Hawks shot 38%, 18 of 47. That's a lot of threes, by the way. 47 threes launched. We need to clock that for real. So it's 11-17 from the free throw line, 65% for the Hawks, 16-25 for the other Birds, 64% Pelicans from the free throw line. 49 rebounds for the Hawks, 40 for the Pels, 11 offensive rebounds for the Hawks, 6 for the Pels, 30 assists for the Hawks, 26 for the Pels, 13 steals for both teams, 10 blocks for the Hawks, 9 for the Pelicans, 21 turnovers for the Hawks, 19 points conceded off of those, 19 turnovers for the Pelicans, 26 points conceded off of those, 29 fast break points for the Pelicans, 17 for the Hawks, 54 points in the paint for the Pelicans, 50 for the Hawks. 25 was the largest lead of the game for the Hawks, and 1 was for the Pelicans. And the Pelicans never led in this game. The Hawks led 99% of the time. All right, let's look at the box score here. Zion had 22 as the high man. Bryce McGowan's had 20 off the bench. Jordan Poole had 21. Yeah, there's an ugly game for everybody else pretty much. All right, Jalen Johnson, 39 minutes, 19 points, 9 of 18 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 turnovers, 1 block, 1 offensive board, plus 6 for Johnson. Mohamed Gay, 31 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 turnovers, 4 steals, 2 blocks, 4 offensive boards, plus 27. He led the whole team there. He was terrific, except for the shooting. Everything else was great. Zachary Risache, 34 minutes, 25 points, 8 of 13 from the field, 7 of 9 from the 3, 2 of 4 from the line, 8 rebounds, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 1 offensive board, plus 6 for Zach Risache. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 34 minutes, 17 points, 6 of 18 from the field, 2 of 12 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 1 offensive board, plus 16 for Nah. Dyson Daniels, 35 minutes, 13 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 steals, 1 block, 2 offensive boards, plus 9 for Dyson Daniels. Asa Newell, 7 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, and free throw. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 offensive board, plus 1 for Newell. Kristaps, 22 minutes, 13 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 0 in the plus minus for Porzingis. Luke Kennard, 22 minutes, 13 points, 5 of 6 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, plus 3 for Luke. He's shooting well. Luke Kennard is splashing all over the place, man, and this wasn't even the best game he had. He shot well in the last one, he shot well in this one, and he definitely shot well in the final one that we'll cover, because I ain't forgot that. That was crazy. Keaton Wallace, he didn't do anything. I don't know why they have him listed with a bunch of zeros. Victor Krejci, 19 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive board, plus 17 for Victor Krejci. So, this was the game where all of their defensive players went absolutely plumb loco in the defensive stats. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels, Mohamed Gay, Jalen Johnson, Risache, they all went crazy in the stocks department. Victor Krejci, well, yeah, him too. They all went crazy. They all had multiple stocks. Kennard, Porzingis, they all had multiple stocks. It's crazy how much defensive production they got from their basketball team in this game. And that told the story for me. That really did. Moving on to the next game, where the Atlanta Hawks won another one. We'll know who they play as soon as it loads up. It was the Denver Nuggets in Denver. 110-87. They blew Denver out. Of course, no Jokic. So Denver actually has been better than I thought they would be without Jokic, but this was not the game for that to be said for them. Not at all. They got blew out real bad. All right, so the Hawks shot 49% from the field, 46 of 94, and Denver shot 42% from the field, 30 of 72. That's a lot less volume there, to say the least. 3-point line, 16 of 43 for the Hawks, 37%, 11 of 32 for the Denver Nuggets, 34%. Okay, yeah, that's a lot. The Hawks' second game in this flurry where they've shot over 43s. We need to be careful with them from behind the arc. 2 of 4 from the free throw line as a team for the Hawks on the game. Only got to the line 4 times. That's crazy. Denver 16 of 20 from the free throw line, 80% there. Rebounds, 44 for Denver, 40 for the Hawks. 4 offensive boards for both teams. 31 assists for the Hawks, 22 for Denver. 14 steals for the Hawks, 6 for Denver. 6 blocks for the Hawks, 2 for Denver. 6 turnovers for the Hawks, 5 points conceded off of those. 19 turnovers for the Nuggets, 18 points conceded off of those. Yeah, that's pretty substantial. 16 fast break points for the Hawks, 9 for the Nuggets. 56 points in the paints for the Hawks, 30 for the Nuggets. 26 was the largest lead of the game for the Hawks, 5 for the Nuggets. 85% of the time the Hawks led, 10% Nuggets. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah, 14 steals. Yeah, that's Hawks play some defense, y'all. We need to be ready for that. We need to be absolutely ready for that. 35 minutes for Okongwu in this one. 15 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block. And he's a plus 32 for Okongwu. Jalen Johnson, 35 minutes, 29 points, 12 of 18 from the field, 5 of 6 from 3, 0 of 1 from the line, 9 rebounds. And my phone is freezing for some reason. It's a little frustrating. 6 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, plus 11 for Jalen Johnson. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 33 minutes, 22 points, 9 of 21 from the field, 3 of 11 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, plus 9 for Nah. Victor Krejci, 27 minutes, 0 of 8 from the field, 0 of 7 from 3. 1 assist, 2 steals, 2 blocks, plus 7, Victor Krejci. Strange line. Dyson Daniels, 36 minutes, 17 points, 8 of 14 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 of 2 from the line, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 1 turnover, 4 steals, plus 25 for Dyson Daniels. Mohamed Gay, 19 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 block, 1 offensive board, minus 12 for Gay. Asa Newell, 11 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 block, plus 20 for Asa Newell. Luke Kennard, 27 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 2 steals, plus 18 for Luke Kennard, another good shooting night. And Keaton Wallace, 17 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 2 assists, 1 steal, plus 5. Peyton Watson had 25 points and 11 rebounds, 3 steals, 4 assists. He's turned into a really nice player. He did have 5 turnovers, though. Tim Hardaway had 10 points. Gordon had 14 off the bench. He's made his return. Almost a double-double there for Gordon. Hunter Tyson, 10 points. Other than that, it was pretty rough. Christian Brown couldn't score. Julian Strother couldn't score. Bruce Brown couldn't hit a shot. Yeah, the ugly night for the short-handed Denver Nuggets, who didn't have Murray or Jokic in this one. So, yeah, you best believe they can get blown out. No problem. So, yeah. I think I'm going to clean my phone. So, y'all give me just a second because this thing is freezing up. And I think if we don't do that now, it's going to give me trouble. But what I will say is that this Atlanta Hawks team has significant defensive perimeter ability. Stocks, blocks all day long, every game. They pretty solid in offensive rebounding. They shoot a lot of threes. That's what we're gathering from them. And so we need to just be absolutely and utterly prepared for what it is that they're doing, because at the end of the day, we're not so good in these areas. When we go up against these type of teams with more athleticism, wings, guys that put a lot of pressure on ball handlers, we tend to struggle. We lost to the Hawks earlier in the season in a game none of us will ever forget, since the Hawks didn't have any of their stars and they still beat us stone cold bad. It was one of our first losses of the season. And so going up against this Hawks team off a back-to-back, whatever's going to happen in Sacramento's game, you guys know I don't, it's going to be incredibly important that the Lakers be prepared for all that ball handling and all that pressure, because at the end of the day, the Hawks have plenty of it. And of course, now they've made the trade for C.J. McCollum, so they got a nice scorer off the bench that can really run the score up when they sit their guards down, that can defend as well as they do. So, yeah, this is a much more dangerous team, Atlanta, after the trade, in my opinion, when you consider the shooting that they just picked up. And the Warriors got a glimpse of that because this was CJ's first game as a Hawk after the trade. And the score was 124-111. And the Hawks got the victory in Golden State. And this was the Luke Kennard game. So, the Hawks shot 49% from the field, 46 of 94. The Warriors, 47% from the field, 42 of 90. 10 of 42 for the Warriors, 24% from 3. 15 of 39 for the Hawks, 38% from 3. 17 of 25 for the Hawks from the free throw line, 68%. 17 of 21 for the Warriors, 81%. 48 rebounds for the Warriors, 46 for the Hawks. 11 offensive boards for both teams. 38 assists for the Hawks, 28 for the Warriors. 9 steals for the Hawks, 5 for the Warriors. 4 blocks for both teams. 9 turnovers for the Hawks, 11 for the Warriors. 11 is points conceded off of those, 16 turnovers for the Warriors, 28 points conceded off of those. 23 fast break points for the Hawks, 17 for the Warriors. 46 points in the paint for the Hawks, 54 for the Warriors. 25 was the largest lead of the game for the Hawks, 10 for the Warriors. 59% of the time, the Hawks led. 36% of the time, the Warriors did. All right, let's see what's up with this. Yeah, it's the Luke Kennard game, as I said. Onyeka Okongwu, 33 minutes, 18 points, 6 of 14 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 12 boards, 8 assists, 2 steals, 1 turnover, 5 offensive boards, plus 8. Okongwu, that was a good one. Bad shooting, though. But he was really good. Jalen Johnson, 33 minutes, 23 points, 9 of 16 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 4 of 6 from the line, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, no turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 1 offensive board, plus 11. When their front court is playing that well, it's hard to beat the Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 34 minutes, 24 points, 9 of 18 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals, 1 turnover, plus 9 for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Victor Krejci got the start in this one, 21 minutes, 5 points, 1 of 4 from both the 3 and field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, minus 3 for Victor. Dyson Daniels, 31 minutes, 11 points, 5 of 8 from the line, 0 from 3, 1 or 2 from the line. That's 5 of 8 from the field, rather, 1 or 2 from the line. 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 2 offensive boards, plus 8 for Dyson Daniels. Corey Kispert, 14 minutes, 2 points, 0 of 4 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, 2 free throws made, 2 of them attempted as well, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 turnover, plus 2 for Corey Kispert in his Hawks debut. Bad shooting night. Muhammad Gay, 24 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 5 rebounds, 1 offensive board, plus 8 for Gay. Asa Newell, 4 minutes, 0 of 1 from both the 3 and field, 1 rebound, 1 block, plus 2 for Asa. And CJ McCollum's debut as a Hawk, 24 minutes, 12 points, 5 of 14 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 2 of 4 from the line, 4 assists, 1 steal, plus 19. Good plus minus, bad shooting. Luke Kennard, 20 minutes, 22 points, 8 of 11 from the field, 6 of 9 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, plus 6. He was splashing. That's all I got to say. In the highlights, it showed he was absolutely unconscious. And Keaton Wallace had 2 points in 2 minutes and 1 of 1 from the field, minus 5. Jimmy went for 30. Steph went for 31. No bad shooting from behind the arc, 3 of 11. DeAnthony Melton had 10 points off the bench. Nobody else scored over 10 points. And Kuminga got a DNP. Kuminga's representation posted online, from what I understand, that just a post of him beating up on the Hawks. Highlights of him against the Hawks, killing them. So I don't know. You tell me what happens with Kuminga. We talked about that in the previous video. Check that out if you care. But yeah, in this game, it was the Kennard game. You know, Kispert's in place now, so Kennard had to shoot well, keep his spot, and he did. He really did. So yeah, Kennard's unconscious right now. I'd imagine going into this basketball game against us, he's going to be too. So we had better be ready to guard against the perimeter. Okongwu, Johnson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Dyson Daniels. It's 4 of the best defenders you're going to find on any one team at any given time. So this is probably projected to be a very good defensive team going forward. And they killed us last time we saw them, and they're probably going to kill us today if we come in frustrated off of whatever happens, you know, off short night's rest, off of back-to-back. So hopefully we got the win against the Kings. Salute the Kobe minute. And now we play against these Hawks. It's hard for me to give you the normal commentary that I normally would after doing homework on a team, because a lot of what's going to happen in my future with the Kings game is going to determine what I would say right here under normal circumstances. It's just a game away. Who knows what's going to happen tonight for me? to really give you what the commentary would be. It's going to be determined by how well the Lakers played in the Kings game, what our health situation looks like exiting the Kings game, what the overall morale is based on the Kings game. Who knows, right? I don't know. But one thing I know is that the Lakers, as I said at the end of my Kings video, previewing that game, the Lakers have a lot of games in a short flurry. After this Hawks game, we got the Hornets, and then a day between the Hornets and this game, followed by a day between another back-to-back where you play, I think it's the Blazers and Toronto. I think that in that order, you go up to Portland, and then you fly back down to Toronto on a back-to-back. Then you start a road trip, an 8-game road trip, which starts in Denver, has you double back here to play in Inglewood, and then go on the road for 6. So it's going to be rough, man, and there's only like 1 day in between some of those games. This is a tough stretch. So whatever happens in this Laker game, one thing's for certain: the Lakers are going to have to generate quality shots. Be prepared for somebody to be missing that isn't on the injury report, because it's a back-to-back, so you know how it goes with LeBron, maybe Luka. Rui's just fresh from injury. He's expected to play against the Kings, so if he played in the Kings game, he may not play in the Hawks game. So these are things that you just expect without me having the injury report. That's kind of a given. So, yeah, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but the Los Angeles Lakers have to get some get back against this Hawks team, man. We went into Atlanta when they didn't have any stars, and they embarrassed the hell out of us, and we haven't forgotten about that. Jalen Johnson is playing tremendous ball. C.J. McCollum, I think, fits on this Hawks team probably better than any team he's played on since Portland, because he's coming off the bench in theory, and he's just going to be asked to do what he does, score the ball. They don't need him to do too much, just be himself, and he can really thrive under those circumstances. Corey Kispert, I'm sure, is going to play better as he starts to go forward on this team, finds a role. You got to respect a guy like Mohamed Gay, who's just always impressive, offensive rebounding, floor running, getting to the line, scoring. He is a very impressive player. And Jalen Johnson is just playing like the best version of Jalen Johnson we ever could have imagined. I think he's exceeded his expectations for what you would expect to see his ceiling be. He's playing even better than that. So, Okongwu is a player whose name has been in trade rumors. I'm sure he's going to want to play well against the Lakers. Maybe he might end up a Laker. You never know. I think that would be an awesome acquisition for us if we can pull it off. Zachary Risachet, I've been calling for us to try to get Zach. I don't know that the Hawks will be really moved on from him now that Anthony Davis is not on the table for them. But that's definitely a player on my wish list. So we're going to get a chance to see Zachary. And he's in a bigger role now that they've shaken some things up a bit. Dyson Daniels, awesome. A player we drafted. I know he hasn't forgotten that. We ended up trading him on draft night in the Anthony Davis trade, if I'm not mistaken. But that wasn't draft night, but that's what happened. He ended up being a part of that trade. Never actually playing for the Lakers, but he knows he was supposed to be a Laker. That type of stuff can provide motivation for players, man. So I just think that this is a highly important basketball game. A guy like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, we know him well enough because he was a part of that Minnesota team that knocked us out of the playoffs last. So, and like I said, Luke Kennard is playing fantastic basketball right now. And so we need to be aware of how well he's shooting. And if he's still in a hot streak situation, he can really light us up in this basketball game. So without knowing what's going on with the Lakers, I can just legitimately say these are the things that we need to guard against. They're going to put a lot of pressure on our ball handlers, man. So we need to be ready not to turn the ball over. Obviously, when you're talking about the Hawks, Luka was initially drafted from the Hawks as well, so he should have interest in beating the Hawks every time he sees them. They did embarrass us last time, so he should be interested in playing very well tonight for that game. And these are the things I can say. I would love to say more, but it's too much that hasn't happened on my end to really determine what's right to say on yours. So that's what I'm at. That's where we're at, man. I'm very tired, as you guys probably already tell. And I still have to cover tonight's game and then get up tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. So I don't know, man. Probably take a nap between now and that game tonight between the Lakers and the Kings. But as far as the Hawks is concerned, man, the second of a back-to-back, I hope LeBron's able to go for this one. I doubt it if he went for the Kings game. And we just got to go out there against Jalen Johnson and company, and try our very best to keep up with a very capable defensive team who's well rested, much more well rested than us, in our building, and protect our house, man. We got to protect this house. Of course, at this point, I could not tell you what the Lakers are going to be wearing like I like to do. The Hawks are going to be wearing. That stuff isn't available to me at this hour. So we're in the dark about that injury report. In the dark. But at least we can give you the information here in regards to the Hawks and what they've been doing for the last 5 games. And hopefully try to prepare ourselves for this on-ball onslaught, because they are defensive dynamos. They rebound well. Stocks for days. Shoot a lot of threes, as you clearly see in the stats there. So we just got to be ready, man. If we don't play perimeter defense, if we turn the ball over, believe me, we're going to get blown out. BDL 44. Thank you all for watching. I'm out.